working this hard for a reason. In a minute trying to make it real.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hus-Band Show podcast, where husbands band together and talk about this thing we call marriage through love, life, and laughs. I am your moderator, Perry.
And I'm Trouble T.
And your boy Vince.
Big John via Virginia.
Yeah,
Sir.
baby. Oh, we got a hot one today. So we are going to actually talk about sex in marriage. Uh-oh.
S&M.
Oh, no, not that kind of, no. Oh, gosh. Basically, the combo is going to be about the lack of or the loss of interest in sex in the marriage. It could be because of, how long you've been together. Maybe it's something medical, or maybe it's just something emotional. But we're going to get into it today. Y'all scared?
I'm not scared.
You scared?
I'm not scared.
John, you okay?
Around this
I'm good. Me no scared. Me no scared, sir. I'm ready to conversate about this.
All right. So, off the rip, we're going to talk about what could possibly be an issue that's leading up to your spouse or your mate not wanting to. You know what I'm saying? So,
Or yourself not wanting to.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, well, when I'm saying spouse, I'm trying to be all inclusive.
Oh, I got you. I got 2024.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know how it goes. So, what could possibly be some of the issues, Brother Choi? You know how we do.
You know, there's a couple of them out there. You know, number one issue is that money. If you ain't got no cash, you ain't getting no ass.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's just how it go, bro.
That's sad.
So
though,
once you get that straight, you know. And when I say by you ain't got no cash, I ain't saying you gotta have no. It ain't no number on the amount of cash you got to have. Let me be very clear. But your ass got to be bringing, you know, your shit to the table, right? So you cannot expect, as a man, there's no way in the fuck, excuse my language.
Nope.
There's no way
Will
in
not.
the hell you can expect your wife, spouse, girlfriend, roommate, whoever the hell you sleeping with, you cannot expect them to be overly excited. Not even overly excited. You can't expect them to want to have sex with your ass, and that part ain't taken care of. See, women are emotional. Men, we visual.
Yep.
If you looking good today and that nice, whatever you might have on, it just caught my eye right then, I'm ready to get busy. I don't give a fuck if the light bill ain't paid. We can do this shit in the dark.
Yeah, man. Or outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how we think.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying?
they need to know everything is stable.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah.
They like it like, you know, everything has to be on one accord.
Right.
The kids have to be good.
Yeah.
The home has to be good. Finances have to be good.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it could be a lot of things. It could be a lot of reasons why people lose interest. I read something the other day that said one of the main reasons men lose interest in sex with their spouse or with their mate is because of a porn addiction. It takes over your thoughts. You know what I mean? You get once you get enveloped in that shit, and it becomes like a daily thing, a daily routine, or whatever. You know, that's your like escape from reality. You know what I mean? I guess that's the way they explain.
or you're getting what you actually want out of sex.
Right, because like you said, men are what, visual.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be an issue too.
Yeah.
That could be an issue too.
What say you, Brother John?
Well, this is a nice topic for us to really expunge on and discuss, you know, a little bit deeper, and then just, you know, get some profound insight as to what can cause either mate, you know, to feel some type of way, you know, from a sexual aspect. And one thing that one reason, or one, I would say, well, I won't call it an excuse, or one reason is something that me and you touched on a little bit earlier when we were talking about what we're going to discuss today, is that sometimes as men and women, we all see attraction in different ways.
Yes.
we all see attraction in different ways. And just because we're married doesn't mean that we can't be visually attracted to somebody.
Right.
Right? There's nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong. I always say this. It's a weird little analogy, but it makes sense to me. There's nothing wrong with window shopping. You just can't try on no clothes.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's okay to visually see somebody, but damn, that's a good looking. Damn, she's fine. She's beautiful. She's nice. She got it. Whatever we can say to discuss or say how we want to say how somebody looks.
Yeah.
And it's okay. We're human, so that's part of the human anatomy is to see attraction in many different ways. So it's okay to see that. But what the problem is when your actions. Let's say it's a coworker that you're working with, male or female, it's a coworker working at your establishment, and you see some sort of attraction in that. And it's not to the point of you trying to, take that to the next level, but when your attraction starts to take over your imagination, it can lead to you being turned off from your spouse at home.
Yeah.
Because you're envisioning something else with somebody else. And then when that person isn't giving you the vision that you're getting with the person you're attracted to, you tend to shun away from it. Like that's in all actions in general. That's the way humanity works. Yeah. So one of the catalysts to not being that sexual, I don't know the exact word, or sexually desirable to give that to your mate can be is that you're visually seeing sexual attraction to somebody else, and you need to, become one in touch with realizing what you're doing. But a lot of that is on the individual and how they go about doing that. It's a discipline thing, and of course you can't discipline your eyes to see beauty. You can't tell you can't tell your mind, they're not pretty. You can't acknowledge that they're beauty or they're pretty or handsome or whatever they're from a woman's perspective. So it's just tapping into your inner self and figure out how to navigate through those visual obstacles. And understand your mate is your mate, because evidently we found our mates to be attractive in beauty in our own aspect.
Yeah.
And that's why we're with them.
Yeah. And that goes back to like what Vince was saying, like the porn addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a porn addiction, but that's you going out and projecting what you've seen out there on your mate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want them to be this, you want them to be that, you want to, like, the BBL and all that. And I don't know, every man I've ever talked to, and I know y'all are the same way, we're not into the BBLs and the eyelashes.
I don't really care about that shit.
No,
that ain't no shit.
I'll pass.
Not no grown married.
I don't really care about that shit.
No, that's little boy shit.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, I guess because we're old school also. So we develop, thick, big boned, I'm saying, grits and potatoes and all that kind of stuff. We're accustomed to that, all natural. So when they start constructing bodies and body parts and all that kind of shit, it's just like, what the hell is going on? Because but I got a question. Since you brought the porn, I got one for Vince. Since you brought the porn, Vince, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So, how you brought up the thought process that it could be a porn addiction thing. Now, here's one for you. Even though porn is out there, porn is always gonna be what porn is, and we understand the concept behind porn and what it gives to both men and women and all those in between. Now, with you looking at a video in your personal space, your personal time, or whatever, and then could that be considered cheating in an aspect? If your imagination is being ran away with watching porn, would that be considered cheating? Would that be considered, stepping out or finding pleasure in another way? What do you think about that?
No, I don't consider it cheating because, like I said, it's imaginary, it's fantasy. You know what I mean? And I'm entitled to my own private thoughts.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And like I heard an old guy say one time, I was like, "You still be checking out the chicks?" He was like, "Motherfucker, I ain't dead yet."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still have eyes. I still know what I like.
Yeah.
So no, I don't consider that cheating. Now, if you got a subscription to the OnlyFans or some shit,
and you pouring money in,
you pouring money in. It may not be cheating, but you have crossed the line.
Yeah.
You know,
as a married person.
As a married person, yeah.
Single guys, do your thing, whatever.
Yeah.
But what about what you saying? You saying putting money involved? So what about going to the strip club?
Now see, that's different. So first of all, when I was young, early 20s, You know what I mean? I was in that bitch every week. And once I got married, I eliminated it because I felt like it was just throwing money away.
Yep.
Then years down the line, I realized she was like, well, shit, I'll go with you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that was an experience the first time I ever went into one with her. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, man. Strip club
I
is
think
different.
we've all been to the strip club with our wives.
Right.
I have.
I ain't never been to a strip
You
club.
You never
Nah,
been to the
I
strip club
have.
with your wife?
I haven't.
I went out there in Vegas.
We
with
used to
the
have a
shit.
good time too, boy. All
yeah.
stars. Oh my God.
And what's funny though is she'll pick out the girl. She'll be like, "Oh, I know that's the one you want," because she thinks she know me.
Now Monique ain't picking out shit now.
Oh no, she pick
She
her
ain't
out.
gonna pick nothing out.
She'll be like, "That's the one. I already know that's the one."
No. But see, like even with that, so okay, like the question you asked him, do you think that's cheating if you watch porn? Okay, if I watch porn, I've already tried to make something happen in real time and maybe get
Right.
denied or maybe the time is not right or whatever. So I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah.
So
no
that's
doubt.
that's me.
No doubt.
But I guess do that affect the next time you want to have sex with your wife?
No,
No.
because it's always her first. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like always her first.
I mean, yeah. Let's just be honest. They control that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if it's a no-fly zone, this is no-fly
Yes,
zone.
yeah,
No matter what
yeah.
your feelings are.
And no matter what reason they give, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But here's another one to take this one to another level. Then to stay within the realm of pornography. Okay.
That sounded creepy.
Now let's say this. You know, man or woman, you shoot your shot to your mate.
Okay.
They may not be in the mood, headache, time of the month,
What?
bad day at work, not feeling good, whatever the reason is, and I'm not going to say excuse, whatever the reason might be,
Okay.
and then you decide to pleasure yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and then they walk in and see that happen.
Ah.
I don't give a shit.
Now, how is that looked upon if you walk in, if she told you no? Let's say here's another. Well, let's say she told you no, and then you go out the room, you go watch a movie, you come back in, and then they're pleasuring themselves in the bed after she told you no.
After she told me no and she's still going for it on her own, then I feel
Yeah.
that's what the fuck she needed at that moment. She didn't need
Yeah.
you know what I mean? She didn't need any help from me, any assistance from me or whatever to participate.
No, I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Let's see both sides. Well, hold on. First period. Why are you pissed?
Because if I'm trying to initiate it and I'm not what you wanted, and then you go find something else, like you go find a porn site. Maybe he got an old crook in it. You want to crook that now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't fucking know. I'm pissed because I think if we reverse the roles, it would be the same thing. Because if I
Right.
told you, if you ever tell your fucking wife no, you're fucked.
Oh, I'm
and
never-
you know
I'm
I'm not
never-
lying.
never-
They can
Yeah,
tell
I don't
us
think I
no,
ever
but
did
we
that.
can't tell them no.
Bro, the only time I told y'all, the only time I ever said that, I wasn't, in that zone or whatever, it had to be something medical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like post-op, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about just a
Yeah.
fucking cold. I could be in that bitch with one arm gone. I'm like,
Yep.
you ready?
Yeah,
But
we don't have that option.
No, we
No.
don't. But if I were to catch her or come back in the room, I'll be okay with that. I don't fucking care.
Now I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm not.
I'm gonna try to join in, but I'm gonna be pissed.
But yeah. Obviously,
See,
you
that-
weren't
see-
invited.
See, that all wraps into the whole thing about being in the mood and what they're in the mood for, and it circles back to the statement that I started with, as far as it makes you wonder subconsciously, what is that individual thinking about? Are they thinking about somebody else that
Right.
they might be attracted to?
Right.
And then figure out their displeasure themselves with thoughts in their head. That's how that cycle of disinterest and that cycle of not understanding turns into a problem that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
Now, it's not saying that, there's a problem with you pleasuring yourself. Hey, go right ahead. You all dog, whatever, beat it, stroke it, whatever the hell you
Slap
want to
the
do. That's
fish.
your,
Yeah.
whatever, whatever, that's your business. But it makes the individual on the other end wonder, what am I not doing to be the one that delivers the pleasure?
I
And if
got
that individual is thinking about somebody else.
I got you.
But we all know, because me and you talked about it earlier, you're not the last person your mate, and it goes both ways, is going to find attractive.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not gonna happen.
You living under a rock if you thinking that.
Yeah. Like, so if it's got to be a role play thing, let's do a little role play, or let's do something. But all I know for sure is all the married guys I know complain about sex. Like,
See,
it's just real.
There's other things too, man. You gotta realize, man. When you got a lot of shit going on, they got jobs, they got kids, they got house shit to take care of. They got a lot of shit going on too. So sometimes it ain't, not for the porn and all that other shit. It could be flat out tired. They just don't want to do it right now. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's their right.
Yeah,
that's their right.
They don't like the shit. You
That's
know what I mean?
right. And you got to learn how to read the room. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
when you're not stepping up to the plate the way you should perform, performance wise or sexually wise,
Yeah.
you know who's at fault in the relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
You know who ain't giving 100%. So yeah.
But I gotta give it a little pushback because it all falls back on us, and that's bullshit, man.
It does.
I don't think it's really falling on us, man. I'm saying I think it falls because this is the way I look at it, man. Somebody who like ice cream, right? You gonna like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. You don't give a fuck. You get a taste. You want some ice cream,
Yeah.
Right.
You don't give a damn if it come from Kroger, if it come from Baskin Robbins, wherever the fuck it come from. You just want some ice cream, right? Women don't look at it like that. We could literally have a shitty day. Shit didn't go right for this, whatever the case of the matter is. Like all kind of fucked up stuff can happen to you during the day, and your ass will still figure out a way to want to get some.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When women, they don't look at it like that. Something that went on in the day, that's on their mind. They got some shit coming up next week. They thinking about, that's on their mind. You got all this other shit that come in. They play. The emotion side ain't working. They don't just turn this shit on. Most women don't just turn that shit on and off like us.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So there's times where it ain't that they don't like you or they don't really want to, they just don't want to do it with you or they, feel some kind of way about us as their spouse. They simply just don't want to do it at all.
Yeah.
Regardless of who the person is.
It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? They just, that ain't what's on their mind right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got other shit that they thinking about.
I got you.
And I can see, I see what you're saying. It's like what Troy said. It's like a mood thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in the mood for Chinese food. Sometimes you're not. It's a mood thing. And then also, in respecting boundaries, respecting wishes. Also, somebody could be having a bad day at work. Just mind is somewhere else, or just just not feeling like that, and just respecting the boundaries, like Vince was saying, and understanding, like Troy saying, is sometimes people just don't want to, and it has nothing to do with us or the other or the spouse or the mate taking it personally and feeling that it's an unattraction thing. Maybe they just don't feel like it, and guess what? That's okay.
No, it's not.
Sometimes it is okay.
The longer you married, the older you get, the less is gonna happen. That's just a part of life.
That's true. And I got a friend, and maybe
all my one-word comments.
Maybe
go ahead.
Maybe it's just a cultural thing, but I got a friend. He's from Senegal, African cat, and he told me straight up, "I don't give a fuck if my wife want to do it or not. It's going down.
That's how I feel.
It's going.
I mean, that's how I
you
feel.
do know his
I'm not
ass
saying
ain't
that it
Senegal
happened.
no more.
I said that's how I feel.
Yeah,
Because they got a place for motherfuckers who think like that.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
bullshit,
The
though.
fucking
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
You
it's
shouldn't
called
have-
jail
you shouldn't have
time.
got married. You know what goes into being a wife.
right.
Horse shit. I don't want to hear it.
Now,
You said wait a minute. You said that's what goes in with being a wife.
It comes with the territory.
well,
Ain't that in the Bible? Now y'all love to talk about the Bible. Ain't that in the Bible?
I
Hello.
don't know if it says
I
exactly.
guess for me,
Here
I'm
we
not
go. Now we wanna
the
twist it
one
up so
to
it can go
force.
the way we want it.
Yeah, I
Boy,
don't know if
tell
it
you.
says exact
You
words.
know what it's
just
saying
used.
there.
But my point is, I think first off, I think sex is very important in a marriage. No questions asked. But early on in your marriage, it's gonna be way more important because that's during the time where you starting to come together. You bonding together, and that's gonna increase that bond. But after you get older, you have other things that are now been attached to that bond that the sex part ain't as important anymore.
But you got
Not to say that you shouldn't do it.
Man,
but it's
give
not
me
gonna be
my
something
2
every
minutes.
Hold on.
So
You
I
got-
can
you
feel
gotta
better
add a
about
caveat
myself.
to that because that shit ain't true for all women.
The fuck?
You know what I mean? Some women don't never lose that fucking drive and that desire.
Yeah, like I
You
said,
know
I
what
ain't
I'm saying?
speaking for all. I obviously can't say all of them.
Who are they? Yeah. But they're out there. So, I mean, but it just happens to be the ones
Fucking
that we
aliens.
married.
The ones that are good enough to be wives
Right.
are not those ones, right?
Right.
Okay,
Well, no,
all
I ain't
right.
gonna say
I'll
that,
rock
man.
with
But
that.
I think again, man, it just comes with the amount of shit that's on their plate. You know, the amount of things they got going on. You know, all those things play into it because the emotion part. If they don't feel attached and emotion, you know, that emotional piece and all that shit ain't together.
Everything ain't lining up. Yeah.
Yeah, it
and
ain't gonna
we've
happen,
talked
man.
about
You know
that
what I
before.
mean? And then if you force it during those times, it make it even worse. Because they
Like,
start to
hurry
resent
up.
it.
Yeah, I'm not forcing shit. I'm not. I
or,
guarantee.
or the old school, come on.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
I'll take the come on now.
You'll take that?
I'll take the come
That
on.
shit pisses me off. I take it, but I'm mad.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
you at least you honest enough to say you'll take. I'll take that.
Come on.
Come on.
But hey, how many times with the come on you done came on?
Yeah,
You know
you're
what I'm
right.
saying?
You're right. Okay, so now hold on. So since we talking about being freaky deaky, John, I'm gonna shoot this to you because we
All
gotta
right.
talk. We gotta talk about this because you're in DC.
Yeah.
What you trying to say is a bunch of freaky motherfuckers. in DC?
Freaky Trump. Your boy,
Freaky
Nasty
T.
D.
Freaky T.
Oh,
How you
man.
feel about Nasty D getting these charges, and do you think he's going to be the president?
You mean defendant Donald Trump? Hey, my thing is this, man. People try to compare what he did to what happened with Bill Clinton when he had that little run in with that when he had got caught up in some shit.
He got that
And the
toppy.
difference between when people say, well, Bill Clinton got away with it, why ain't Donald Trump getting away with it? Because when Bill Clinton did his thing, it was through the courts, and he was told to pay a certain amount of money, which was done legally.
Uh-huh.
And he wasn't running for president at the time, so he didn't use any campaign funds. The difference with defending Donald Trump is that he tried to do it behind the doors, and he was using campaign funds, and he tried to make it, a hush money. And you don't say this because I'm running for office, and this can, ruin my chances of being in office. And that's where the two are separate in acts. There's nothing wrong with, hey, if you choose to have sex with a porn star or whatever the hell, that's his business, hey, knock yourself out. But we tried to backdoor to keep it away from the public and do it through illegal procedures, hey, then if you're guilty, you're guilty.
That's what he fucked up.
Using other people's, yes.
When you
Using
try to
other
pay her
people's
off
money.
with the taxpayers' money.
Yeah, that's what
not
he
the
fucked up.
taxpayers.
Yes, using
it's just
taxpayers'
your
monies. Yep,
followers.
that's where the problem comes into rise at.
Yeah. So
And just, he's 34 charges, and it's like when we were discussing through text, in New York, it's a type E felony, so the chances of him actually seeing jail time is very, very, very low. It's like probably less than 30% chance of him actually seeing jail time.
Never heard of a
You
type E felony in my life.
Yeah,
What
in
the
New
fuck
York,
is that?
it's A, B, C, D, and E. A is for like for murderers.
Yeah, that's New York.
E is like blue collar, low tier crimes. Even though it's 34 counts, it's still a felony, right? So the odds of him actually getting jail time for something like that, very slim. They'll do case law, and then it could be 4 years for every felony, no more than 20, and that's if the judge chooses to give them that time.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it'll be well into the next president's election, and it'd be over a year before appeals and all that other kind of stuff before it comes down. Everything is going to be decided on July 11th, but they can't say that they're going to take it to the Supreme Court until the July 11th when the judge gives the verdict.
Right, but didn't the judge also say no bond? So if he decides to sentence him on July, what is it, 12th?
11th.
July 11th, yeah.
To say 3 years or whatever, then his ass got to go to fucking jail, and he can appeal through his lawyers while he's incarcerated.
Yes.
Yes.
Now imagine this shit. Imagine being the dude with the short damn straws.
What you mean?
They done brought all them Secret Service cats in the room. They're like, now old Orange got to go do 3 years. And he can't go by himself.
Nope.
So they looking at Officer Smith. They're
Nope.
like, Smith, your ass got a great record. You've been impeccable. They go to Wilson. Wilson, you've been kicking ass. You've been impeccable.
Yeah.
They get down there to Salamala. Oh, Sally.
Who the fuck is this?
I don't know.
Sorry about that, brother.
You got to go ride with
We're going to
Donald.
see you in there with them other Brown brothers that look like you.
Yeah.
Because we figured you strong enough
Yeah.
Yeah.
to handle this.
They don't send the
3
club.
years.
If he does have, if they do sentence him and they say no bond, it'd be club fed. Absolutely, be club fed. It'd be low.
Oh yeah, he going.
But he still got to
Low
take some
security
Secret Service
possible.
with
He
him.
can even. They can even give him the weekend stuff. Monday through Friday,
Yeah.
out on the weekends.
Yeah.
So New York is a little bit different. Now the problem that he's going to face is when he hit that Georgia. Georgia hit a little bit different.
Oh, he going to beat that
When they
shit.
hit that racketeering, because Georgia,
He gonna beat
there's
that
there's no less than a certain amount of years that you have to serve if you're found guilty.
Oh,
It
he
ain't
beat
no
that shit.
the judge decide. Their bottom line is you are going to serve time if you're convicted.
Well, he's beat that
Period.
shit. He got a crooked ass. We got a crooked ass DA, and everybody involved with her crooked ass is crooked. They all crooked and full of shit. Trump gonna get off of that shit immediately when it comes to Georgia.
Man, you gonna quit talking about red dress, man.
Man, red dress need her ass gonna be in a striped dress. They ass crooked than shit. All of them crooked. And that shit she brought against Trump was some crooked, illegal bullshit. I don't like her. I don't like Trump. I think what Trump did was wrong, but she done messed the whole shit up.
Yeah.
Because instead of you actually trying to get a real case that can stick, you doing everything possible just to get anything. And that ain't justice.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, justice is for us all. And I don't give a damn if I don't like Trump and I don't like, the shit that he stand for. He still deserves justice.
That's
And
true.
that shit that they doing here in Atlanta, that's some bullshit, dog.
Yeah.
And Fannie Willis, her cheating ass, they need to lock her ass up. Period. She need to go to jail. She need to go to jail. Trump gonna get off of that shit. He ain't never gonna go to jail. But by the time he get to be the president, his ass gonna be damn near 150 years old.
Man.
What the fuck?
Man.
You 275 years old. He out of there.
So who would be, say he gets knocked out of the nomination, because they're gonna nominate him, but I'm saying, say he has to do jail time. Who would have to?
Whoever was next, right?
But who was next?
They ain't got no nicks.
They don't have a
They,
next.
all they eggs in his basket.
Can still run and be president behind bars.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, but then he gonna pardon himself.
Well,
He can't.
That's
He
what I would
can't.
do.
Technically, yeah.
He can't pardon himself.
Yeah.
he ain't gonna go to jail, man. They're not gonna put.
But he
him
can't. Even if he is elected, he cannot pardon himself.
Oh damn.
That's already been debunked. He can't do it.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna go to jail because they got to send some Secret Service in there, and you know how it's gonna be. Oh, Willie Brown, oh Josiah Lewis, them gonna be the motherfuckers in there with him.
Well, I tell
They
you
done
what.
got a job to be Secret Service and got sent to jail for 3 years.
For all the people watching this and listening, we said all that about Trump to say this. If your wife doesn't want to have sex with you,
It all ties together.
you cannot use campaign funds and get a prostitute.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Nor can you just grab him in the pussy.
You cannot.
Now you definitely can't try that one.
That
now
is
you
illegal.
can, but they have somewhere for you to go
Yeah.
if you
yeah,
do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
According to the law, that is illegal.
Not according to Donald Trump.
All right, Brother Coles, go ahead and summarize this thing for us. I'm sorry.
Hey, yeah,
Brother Coles.
man. Hey, my thing is this. Just to wrap it up from my end. The overall thing should be just with the baseline to any successful marriage. One of the talking points should always be communication. If you find yourself in that predicament to where that attraction isn't where it should be or where it needs to be, communicate with your spouse. Say, hey, this is where my head's at. Maybe you are. I'm saying, let's say if you're the one that's not feeling it, maybe it's something you need to tap in. Maybe it's mental. It could be something physical that will require some type of doctor intervention or something like that, or some type of mental intervention that's causing that to happen. As we all get older, our libidos change and our desire for sex changes as we get older. No matter how you look at it, no matter how much we want to deny to the day we die, that every single day, it's going to change because that's just the way anatomy works. It is what it is. So we have to communicate and just understand that we aren't in our 20s anymore. We're 50-plus-year-old men and women, and things change, but you have to communicate with your spouse and try to find a way to come to a head. Pause. And figure out exactly what it is that y'all can do as a team to to jump that hurdle and be more pleasurable. There's other ways to pleasure each other outside of sex. Google it if you're bored, and then just try to communicate and talk about it and try to close that gap.
All right, brother Chore.
What I'm gonna tell you, man, is the same shit that you did when you tried the first time get some, you got to keep that up. So, making sure you ain't got them big ass crust feet and sharp ass, your toes and shit all jacked up. Your feet got uniroyal tires. You got ashy ass legs. Your hygiene jacked. All of that shit
smell
matter.
like wolf.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit matter, man. When you first met your wife, you was trying to wear cologne and keep your hair cut. Now your ass go to the barbershop once a month.
That's a two-way street now.
You ain't
That's
had no cologne since 2 Christmases ago.
That's a two-way street.
Now most women keep their shit together.
You be
So
caping.
I'm gonna stay on their side
caping.
because there are some of them
Yeah,
that
you
do
be
let
caping.
go, but most of them try and keep their shit in
You be
order.
caping.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a whole lot of brothers out here that talk a lot of shit, and they put themselves on. Well, man, my girl got to do this and she got to look like this, and then they don't look at themselves in the mirror. Like, motherfucker, you ain't been to the gym in several years. That big ass tire around your belly, that motherfucker still getting bigger, right? You still wearing them same crusty ass drawers, them same crusty ass socks. Like, you ain't done none of this shit to keep yourself up.
Right.
Now you trying to come knocking on that door late at night, let me have some of that, right? Well, nigga, you smell like you been outside for 4 days in a row. You dig what I'm saying? So all that shit matter too.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And so do bonnets and big ass motherfucking
All that shit
nightgowns
matter.
and all that shit.
All that shit matter. But I tell you right now, I will bet my last $5 that every last one of you niggas gonna hit it with a bonnet on.
Yeah, we ain't got no
Period.
fucking choice.
All right.
Shit.
But I guess what? Go your ass up in there looking like Wolfman Jack, smelling like shit. I bet you ain't about to hit nothing.
And see, that's a double standard. That's bullshit.
That's
Because
bottom
you
line.
get to come to bed looking like the mama from the
Hold on,
Berenstain
Pete.
Bears.
Hold on, though, Pete. Appearance is different than fucking hygiene.
Okay,
If she
it's
just
all
say,
it's
fuck
all
that
encompassing.
shit, all the pretty girl shit, all the bath, the what is it, Bath and Body
Yeah,
Works.
yeah.
If she just say fuck all that, then that's different.
Yeah, now that's
Then-
different. But women don't do that.
No,
It be your ass.
They keep it
It
be
be the dudes.
and the fucking body. I mean, she still got something to do tomorrow, so she want her hair.
Oh, so
right.
so what the fuck is this? The best friend
I
show?
mean,
Y'all
I'm
Yep,
caping?
yes, it
saying,
is.
You gotta
Y'all
understand
fucking
that
caping.
shit, man.
You know what? No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I'm not because we don't get afforded that bullshit.
Right.
So no, I'm not doing that.
You
I'm
do
not
get
doing
afforded that. Go your ass to the barbershop, get a
Look at
trim
what
up,
we got to do.
get you some motherfucking
Yeah.
soap
That's
with a
not
rag,
compared to us.
put a little cologne
It's not,
on
though.
sometime.
You're
I don't wanna
right.
hear that.
I'm telling you,
I don't wanna hear
man.
that. I don't wanna hear
The
that.
bonnet and the other
mean, what's-
shit.
Nothing.
That's
That
nothing.
little 2 minutes
$20.
ain't gonna kill you to gussy up and look like something.
So you saying take the bonnet off during sex
Give me my 2 minutes.
and put it back on afterwards?
No, I'm fucking around. But yeah, you're right. We do, men. You have to be on your shit. We did a pod about it.
We did.
We already did a pod about
And
that.
that all comes back to, it be half of them same cats talking about, my wife don't want to do it, my wife ain't in the mood. Well, you ain't doing shit to put her in the mood.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You ain't done nothing
Yeah.
to make her want to be in the mood.
and it starts if you know you want to do something that night. It starts that day.
No.
that morning.
See,
Bullshit.
that's where you're wrong, brother.
The
When do
bull-
it
That's
start?
where
Oh,
old.
no.
See, that's where old joker like me got to come in. Cause see, if you
Nah.
know you want to get some on Friday night, that shit start on Wednesday.
Oh no, hell no.
You start preparing your Friday night
No.
on Wednesday.
No.
You got a plan. You don't got something going on. You starting to build the excitement. You gonna get yourself in a good situation by giving yourself a little bit of notice. You wait till
So-
Friday night.
That's bullshit,
Hold on, Troy,
man. That ain't cool.
Troy.
That's not cool.
Wednesday,
All
That's
right.
a long way out.
That's
Hey,
what I'm
women,
saying.
I'm gonna just
Long way
women that watch our show. Comment in the comments, and y'all gonna know who got more than others. I'm just gonna say it like that.
Nigga, you just as married as we are. You ain't no
All I'm
super
just- all
freak
I'm
out
saying
here.
is, Wednesday is a long way
That's
out
a
in
long
anticipation
way.
for
And
Friday.
that gives you one day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello?
you got Thursday.
Bullshit.
You got Thursday to prepare.
If I'm preparing Wednesday, I want it Thursday.
If I'm preparing Wednesday, I want it fucking Wednesday.
Wednesday is when you start planting the seed. Thursday is when you do your
Planted the
preparation.
seed 25 fucking years
I'm
ago.
trying to plant the seed. John, you hear this bullshit?
Yeah, I hear that crazy shit, but I understand what Troy talking
I
about. Though.
understand, but
Hear me out.
still.
The thing that I see, it's like it could be a courting process.
That's exactly what
right?
it is.
And a core price. So let's say if you know you get paid on Friday, on Wednesday you're looking for that money to be in your bank on Friday. So the anticipation is something else, especially if you know that you're going to get it on Friday.
Right.
So Wednesday, the anticipation is starting to grow, and especially if you're doing it from the mating standpoint, from the sex standpoint, y'all playing like little games and stuff. You might squeeze a booty or something, or do something crazy. Ooh, girl, Friday, I'm gonna knock your head off your shoulders. Little things like that can build the momentum and build the instant of what's going to happen come Friday. So I see what he's talking about. And it makes total sense, especially if you're playing games with it, doing some role playing.
Right.
And then just, so that I get it. I understand the spontaneous. I ain't waiting till Wednesday. But imagine if you flipped the script and did some shit like that. That can spark something in your relationship that can be worthwhile.
Yeah. But, okay, it's got to work both ways, though. Because she got to be planting that seed on Wednesday, too.
Yeah.
Why?
Because why am I going
What
to
the
bring
fuck?
all this anticipation on Friday for the same fucking thing I had last
I'm gonna ask you a
Friday?
simple
If you're
question.
not willing to step it up and
That's what I'm saying. There's
you know
two
what I mean?
people in this.
I'ma
bro.
ask you a
It is.
simple
I don't
question.
understand this.
If she don't talk to you for 4 days in a row, and on the 5th day, the only word she say is, "Come get some." The first thing your ass gonna do is get some. When you finish getting some, then you gonna start talking about why you ain't talk to me on Monday and Tuesday. You don't give a fuck about her not talking to you on Monday and Tuesday.
So I'm the only one that sees that that's bullshit?
That's
Hey, no,
not
I see-
bullshit.
That makes no
see.
sense.
But why would it be bullshit though?
Because it's two people in this relationship, bro.
Yeah. So what means that? Well, why does it have to be bullshit if one person can't take charge?
Listen,
It's still yes, you're absolutely correct. There are two people in a relationship, but one person can take charge and say, "Hey, babe, let's try this."
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It shouldn't rest on the other person's shoulders or rest on both of your shoulders. Everyone plays roles in a relationship. Everybody
plays
does.
roles.
Well, it
You
seems
know,
like
your
it's
wife
only
don't
one
take out the
person.
trash. Your wife don't take out the trash. If you there, you take out the trash.
What-
If somebody
what-
if something listen, if something goes boom downstairs in your house at night, you going down there to look.
Not
Even
if
though
I
it's
didn't
two
get
people in a
none.
relationship.
This
See,
nigga's
now you
Not if I didn't get none.
Hey,
I
hold
ain't
on,
No,
going
hold
yes
on.
you
You
are.
get robbed,
If
you
something
get-
happens in that downstairs and you hear bump in the night, you going down there because
No,
that's
he
your
ain't
role.
getting none, so he ain't going.
If I
He
didn't
going.
get none, I ain't going.
Yes, you are, Perry. Don't say that.
This whole
He say don't
motherfucker
say
can
that.
fall down.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, see,
Everyone plays
the
roles in a
point is, what we
relationship,
trying
so
to
it's
say,
okay
man,
for
is-
some for one of your for your partner or one of each to take charge in that. And that's how you keep the spark going. That's how you keep shit spicy. That's how you put the
Yeah.
spunk in the relationship.
I totally agree.
Somebody take charge and say, hey, let's try this out.
Just one person.
That's what I'm saying.
Dog, I'm telling you right now.
So what? Just
my
so be
wife
it. It's
can
one
bat her
person
eye
though.
The wrong
There's
way.
nothing
and
wrong
I'm
with
ready.
that. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know what
Even though
I'm
it's a
saying?
partnership, they
I
can
don't
be
like
an
it.
individual ship every now and
I
then.
don't
There's
like
nothing wrong with that.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
like
man.
it.
All
I
I'm
don't like
saying
it.
is Jordan needed Pippen to win them rings.
Hello.
It's got to be a team effort, bro.
But
If
see,
I'm going-
we
if
looking
I'm
at it from a
going-
different standpoint, though, Vince. Listen, man, we got to go back to the start of this conversation.
Okay.
The vision that comes, what we looking for when it comes to sex, we're easily pleased. That's just the bottom line. It don't take a whole lot to get us aroused. It don't take a whole lot to satisfy us.
I agree.
Right? We ready. Wham, bam, let's get it. Women don't get down like that. So as easy it is for us to be in the mood, just like that, it takes some build up for them.
I get it. So what you're saying is we got to pay for their malfunction as
No, we
mine.
don't.
Hello.
Because it's not a malfunction. It's just simply we hunt in that area. We hunting all the time. Like your ass ain't taking no break and getting no ass. That's some shit that's on your mind all the time.
Yeah, all
With
day.
them, that's the last shit on their mind.
Yeah, but I'm not jacking that because we got married because you were a certain way. Because I felt a way about like the sexual situation, and you know how I got down. So that's why we got married, because you were the same way as I was. We were evenly yoked when it came to sex. That's why we got married. And
I'm about to sick his own dog on his ass, dog. I'm about to go get Nala and bring her down here and sick her on you. I'm about to sick his own dog on his ass.
Am I
Right.
lying?
I
it was
agree.
all
Hell
day,
no.
every day.
Come
Okay,
on,
I
dog.
understand it's slowing down, but
I understand it
this
slows
shit
down.
with the fucking Wednesday and then I'll check you on first. That's crazy.
Okay, well,
See,
just
that's
try.
where the lack of imagination
All you gotta
comes
do is
into
try.
play. Everything isn't always black and white, so you got to have some type of imagination to make things different. It doesn't now. What I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be every single week that this happened, but once in a while, just make things a little bit different and make things a little bit more exciting.
Yeah,
that's
that's
all
what
it
I was
is,
saying.
because
That's
that
what
can
I'm
spark
saying.
something
You
else
said
on the
something
back
about
end.
Imagination, Mr. Dress Up. But what I'm saying is, we want what we want when we want it. Now, I ain't saying we going in like heathens. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying we going in like Neanderthals.
Right.
But when you see that I'm feeling away, you can't accommodate me. I got to do all this planning.
It ain't that
that's
you got to
crazy.
do all that, but you can be accommodated, and it could be, a quick 2 minutes, and that's what your sex life turned into. Or you can actually help her have some enjoyment in the shit where her emotions get involved. You know what I'm saying? And make her get aroused.
I get it.
But I'm coming with that.
I'm all about her enjoyment.
I'm coming with that.
All about that. That's my main objective.
I lead with that.
Right. That's my main
I'm
objective.
getting you.
All
hey,
I'm saying is, what about
just
my
give me a
part
chance,
of it?
sister.
So this is
That's
the
all
thing
I'm
though. So
saying.
y'all hear what y'all saying though, and I'm one of y'all. It's crazy, man, because I never looked at this shit this way, man. This shit is therapeutic, man. I see why I've been an asshole my whole life. I'm not now. I'm starting to see why I literally can be an asshole. Dog, the shit that y'all just said. I swear, the shit that y'all literally just said. I'm like, damn. You know what? That's crazy as a motherfucker. Because all we thinking about is us.
No.
Everything
Exactly.
that came out y'all mouth. I swear to God. Everything that came out y'all mouth.
All I'm thinking about is we.
No,
Yes.
it's not we. Ain't shit
No,
shit about
nothing,
this.
nothing y'all say it was we.
Well, shit about that we.
I
No,
led
it
with.
isn't.
No,
I'm
what you
starting
led
with-
with-
Here, you said
You
if I
led with,
want it,
I told
if
you
I
when
want
I
it,
married
damn it, that
your
means I
ass,
want it right
this what I'm
now.
about. And when I want some, goddamn it, it's on.
That's what you said.
You signed the
That's what
contract.
you said.
You signed the
That-
fucking contract.
But listen,
You see what I'm
man,
saying?
that's not how
That's
this
low key
shit
aggressive
works.
as hell, though.
That's why we looked at it as assholes, man.
Just to take what Troy said, here, just to take what Troy was saying, though. That's what you need. If you look at it from, if you look at it from the perspective of people going, doing other things outside of their marriage, when people start cheating and stuff, men use 99.9% of men cheat. Is because this is a physical act. There's nothing involved. I can bang it out, go on about my business. If women cheat, it's emotions involved with that. There's
She
some type
actually
of
like that
tie
motherfucker.
that person has with that individual as far as why they're giving themselves to that. Now, hoes gonna be hoes, but with men, it's physical. With women, it's emotional. That's why it's easier for a woman to forgive a man who does dirt than it is for a man to forgive a woman who does dirt. Because a man understands that she has emotions attached to that individual. A man can go out there and slang and bang and see that motherfucker the next day and act like they don't exist. It just is what it is. Call a spade a spade. That's what life is. So with women, it's an emotional thing. So sometimes feeding into their emotions can be a good thing. It doesn't have to be every day. It has to be other day. But when you're demanding, I'm here and I want it now, that comes off mad aggressive.
And
Low key grapey.
Kinda,
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I get it. I said I'm not with the force game or with the if you're not in the mood, I'm having an attitude. But we just talked about. Hold on, we just talked about the reason why men cheat, right? We just talked about that. And it's 9 times out of 10 the person that they cheat with. And I ain't saying it's just one of those wham bam thank you ma'am situations. I'm saying somebody on the outside is showing the desire or
and giving them what they
exactly
That's
to
bullshit.
do that shit.
No, that's not bullshit. How can it be? How can it be that way for women and not that way for men?
Because we
Right.
made
that's
different,
not
man.
bullshit. That's not bullshit.
Look here, dog. You can literally get with somebody who you don't give a shit about their thoughts. You don't give a fuck about their
But why
favorite
would you?
cover. You don't give a fuck about none of that. All you care about is the way they look right then. And you can go sleep with her and bang that shit out and walk away and never see her again in life.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
wired
That's not what he's
like
saying.
that.
That's
I'm
not what
wired
he's
like
saying,
that.
though.
That's not what I'm saying.
He's saying what you're not getting, you might go out and find it.
Not necessarily though.
But you're not
sometimes
gonna
it's
find
all
it. You
about the
only find
individual
it in
himself.
physical. That's all
If he
you're
wants to if he wants to do dirt, he gonna do dirt. It could be with somebody who's giving him something emotionally, or somebody who's not. Sometimes it's opportunity. Hey, I got some time on my hands. I'm going out of town for 3 weeks. Let me just go and see what I can get into. I don't mean that, that's just the opportunity that individual himself or themselves are making. So it isn't like every man that when he goes out there, he goes to find somebody who's giving. He can have a strong sex game at home and still go out there and find a little hussy to go out there and sleep around with, just because the opportunity is there.
Well, don't hussy shame. Don't hussy shame.
I'm just saying in general, just in general. So it doesn't have to be with women. It is 100% emotional. A woman, unless she's a hooker, a woman ain't just gonna go and lay up with some dude that she just met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a dude can one night stand in a heartbeat, and then don't, like Troy said, and don't think about that motherfucker 20 minutes after the fact.
That's true. That's part.
That's
of
the
it.
truth.
Man.
That's absolute concrete truth.
But what Vince is saying is when you're not getting something you want at home and you find that in the streets, that will help you make your decision whether you're gonna go ahead and fall through with the cheat. That's what he's saying.
But see,
Yeah, and I totally
cases,
agree with that. But that's not the data to the foundation of why people cheat. That's probably like 20% of 100% pie as far as why is because men not finding at home. Everything else is the opportunity that a man is just being a man, which is sad to say. Even coming from a man myself, that's just the nature of the DNA of a male is to spread their seed. That's the DNA of a male. Women are normally naturally home builders and things of that nature. Not physically building home like you out there building decks, but they build the home and things like that. That's naturally in their DNA. That's what they're made up of. That to bear children, to raise a family. Men sow their oats, and that's just what it is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But when you get a level head and understand you only want to be with this one person, then that's what you do. Some guys just say, I want to continue to sow my oats, even though I have a great marriage at home. Some guys aren't getting that emotional stability that they're looking for, and then go out there and seek that. But the vast number of men who do cheat do it because it's just an action, not an emotion.
And if they looking for some emotion shit, that's more than cheating. That's actually now that's becoming a second relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
About
But
sex.
hold on. Let's talk about this too, because we just said the women's, thought process is building the home and the home body. So that means that it's okay for her to just forget about all the other shit.
That's all.
You know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean? All the shit that attracted you in the first fucking place.
That's
you
all
so
I've
busy
been
building
saying.
the home, you forgot what they say, freaking the sheets.
Because
because
we don't ask for much.
Right.
We ask for
But I
two
don't
things.
think they forget, man. I'm telling you. I think what it is it's not something that's super important to them anymore.
It just becomes less.
You know what I'm
important.
saying? They done had kids and now they got other shit to worry about. And the reality is we're not first anymore. Like that part of our relationship is over. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you.
So that's the
kids
unbalanced
become
part. That's
number
the unfair
one.
part.
It's
So
not
two
really
people in a
anybody's fault.
relationship.
It's just the hormones and all the shit that come with when they have kids and the stress and all of that shit
get
that
that.
go along with
get
it.
that.
All right,
So
hold
think
on.
about
All
it.
right, let's do
if
this.
you constantly stressed, if you got stress and I ain't gonna say constantly, but if you have some stress things in your mind or you got things that you constantly worried about, and we already know that the women are emotional, you can't expect their emotions to be able to just say, I'm gonna turn this shit off.
Okay.
Right.
I
what I'm
understand
saying?
Hold on,
that.
P. Hold on, P.
Okay.
What's
go
my
ahead.
mantra though? Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
always
Lord.
Because
been
they're
my
not number one anymore.
right. She's still my number one. Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
Okay, but again, that's some selfish ass
That's not
shit.
How's that
Selfish.
selfish?
I'm saying she's
I have
still
to
number
live
one.
and grow old with
When
her.
last time you been pregnant?
Me?
Oh my God! Don't you
Nah.
look here? Take the cape off.
No, but Troy got a valid. Troy's talking. Troy has a valid point. It's emotions versus actions.
He does.
It's
When's the last
emotions
time
versus
you
actions.
motherfuckers
That's all it
carried
is.
A human being
I
inside
get
your
that.
body.
I get that.
The human
Now,
being you created with the
you gonna
person that
expect-
you're more than
you-
likely married
so,
to.
So let me get this straight. They go through being pregnant. They got to carry this baby and deliver it, and then you do it again. And they got to go through that pregnancy and carry that baby and deliver it, and then you do it again. Like, right? So all of this shit is happening in their life. You ain't done none of that. You still like ice cream. You still like shit. That goddamn strawberry ice cream tastes good in the motherfucker.
I ain't jacking this shit.
You ready for some ice cream? They might not be ready for ice cream. Right now, they like, you know what? I got other shit going on. I can't worry about you getting no ice cream right now because all this is going on.
That's not. I'm not jacking it.
What's so overwhelmingly going on though that I get knocked out of my position?
Overwhelmed, dude. Did you just say that shit?
I'm not talking about when she has.
We ain't
a
talking about
baby
kids.
and-
That's done.
I'm not talking about
because
that.
that's how nature's set up. That's for them to do. That's not for us to do. While they're doing that, we out in this fucking world dealing with this bullshit out here in this fucking
They
world.
doing that too. So they out there in the world dealing with the bullshit that we
not
dealing
to the
with.
level we deal with it. No.
They got the same shit.
No.
And here's the other thing that we don't think about.
No.
Not only do they got to worry about their own kids and the people that they've carried, got pregnant, carried, had delivery, did it again, pregnant, carried, delivery, did it again. Not only have that shit to worry about, they got to worry about your black ass.
I can't tell.
Believe me,
Oh,
every
Lord
time you
Jesus.
leave that front door, the worry button goes straight up.
I don't think so.
Until you walk your ass right back in that house, she
Listen.
may not never tell you this.
Okay, I'm about to ask a serious question. How many men, okay, do you know more men that complain about not having sex than don't complain about it? Married men?
I know a whole lot. Most of them complain about not having sex. And when you start to pull back, why? They be
I
like,
don't
well,
wanna
damn,
pull back
you know
why.
what? I
I'm
ain't
just
thinking about
asking the
that.
question.
I could probably have more sex if I change some of this.
That's
Right.
bullshit.
It's always reasons why. You know what I mean? It's always going to be a reason why. Even if that fucking reason is totally fucking invalid. It's going to be a reason why I don't want to do this or I'm not feeling this. Or it's always going to be a reason why. But
You better not have one.
Exactly. If we start to pull back from the shit that we supposed to be fucking doing or we're obligated to doing or chosen by nature to do, then Then it's a big fucking problem.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. And now go back to the fuckboy conversation.
And that would destroy a whole fucking marriage. If we pull back from our responsibilities, that would destroy the whole fucking marriage.
it
But
would. And you know, Troy, you know he ain't lying.
Hey,
just saying,
look,
I'm
I
tired
stand
of
up and
motherfuckers
piss
getting
just
a
like y'all
pass.
do, bruh. And I'm going to keep it real. That shit y'all talking about is some bullshit.
I ain't fucking with you, Troy.
That's
Not
some
today,
bullshit.
brother. You're
Not
not going to
today.
do it
That's
with
some
me,
bullshit.
brother. No,
I'm gonna tell you
I
right
agree
now,
with
I'm on
Troy.
the women's side on this one, man. That's some bullshit. Because again, the only thing that we think about, and I'm guilty of the same shit. I'm not telling y'all no shit that I'm not guilty of. My wife will come and tell you right now, I'm a selfish motherfucker when it comes to this. And it take these kind of conversations to be like, well, damn, you really is a selfish ass dude. Because when you don't think about the other person and all you're thinking about is where you feel right now, because that's what we want.
That's not what I'm saying.
Fuck that. What you mean? I ain't had none in a whole week.
That's not
Yeah,
what
that,
we
and
mad
that's
about
bullshit.
this shit.
And that's bullshit.
But
right?
that's not what I'm
But
saying.
what happened? What happened last week?
What you saying?
I'm used to going a whole fucking week without
Okay.
physical contact.
Yeah.
I'm used to that. But don't let me be the one fucking starting the thought process on Monday, Tuesday, and
Yeah.
Wednesday how to make fireworks.
There you go.
And then I come home and
There
I'm the
you
only
go.
one bringing fireworks.
There
feel
you
me?
go.
Well,
There
now
you just
that's-
sit back in your chair watching.
Right. Where the fuck are the fireworks from the other side?
Yeah.
Now that's a conversation. I mean, but I think the fireworks from the other side become more often once you actually start the fire.
I
Like
got
you got to be the motherfucker. You got to be the one to start the shit. If you start that emotional piece, because it gets bigger every time.
Talk to him,
Add a
Troy.
little bit more. You add a little bit now, and then the next time it gets a little bit more. Before you know it, the emotional attachment starts to come back because y'all had it. But the reason that the emotional attachment go away is because life. You got to work. She got to work. We got kids. We got bills. We got all of this other shit,
I get that.
and that shit just as important.
So
And
everything's on the man is what you're saying. On the husband.
It's not that it's on
That's
the
what I
man.
hear.
It's on us to understand. And I think that's where we got it. We got to be able to understand. You know what? I really want to have sex 3 days a week.
Shouldn't understand go both ways.
They are dog. Again, have you ever been pregnant?
Why you keep going back to that? What
Because
hell
the
that got to do with it?
sacrifices, the shit that we overlook, the shit that we take totally for granted, and that's what we all do. We take this shit for granted
We do.
because we ain't never done it.
we do, but
It's a
And
bunch
I'm
of
gonna
tell you
shit.
something else we
It's
take
a
for
bunch
granted.
of shit we've
This
done.
one,
They
I'm gonna tell you
haven't
something else we
done.
take for granted.
Okay,
That also contributes to this shit. You know them little ones that we did make. When they have a problem, they got a problem too, right?
What Blue? What you got to say? Because I see you growing
I
up.
agree with Troy, but not saying that anybody's wives is dealing with anything, but y'all didn't talk about health because when you get older, your body changes.
Yeah.
We
that's
different-
true. That's
we
true.
are different than men.
Yeah.
Y'all can have kids at 99. We're done at a certain
Okay.
age, so our bodies change.
Uh-huh.
We get fatigued. We
Uh-huh.
tired.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? If you up at the Crocodile working an 8-hour shift all day, dealing with America, out here dangling, you're tired.
Uh-huh.
get that.
And you have a husband at home.
I get that.
Well,
Hold on, though,
I
Pete.
understand where you're coming from, but y'all got to factor in
And
everything.
That's what I'm trying to say. See,
Understanding of that.
There's a
I'm
whole
totally
lot of shit that
understanding
go
of
into their day, man.
I'm
Yeah, it
totally
ain't just
understanding.
them. What the hell? What are y'all talking? Y'all acting like the husband don't even
And
exist.
I don't feel like they're making you all suffer. That's where the come on it is. They're trying to be there for y'all. So that's where come on, let's get it over with. Let's do it because you keep at me. That's where that come from.
Yep.
So when you
Vince,
get that,
what were you
that's
about to
them
say, sir?
Sacrificing.
All I'm saying is, if men could have children and the same problems that y'all talking about on the other side, we would have every fucking family would have one kid. Because
Or
we
none.
wouldn't do that shit after that first one.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, if it's that fucking traumatic and I mean, I'm just.
But Vince, come Tuesday, you gonna hear yourself. You gonna actually see yourself say the shit you just said.
You gonna see yourself too, caping.
You right.
Shit.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna be proud of what the fuck I just said.
And I'm proud of what we saying.
I'm gonna tell you
All
right
I'm
now,
saying
what
is-
I feel like in my heart is we have been extremely selfish, and it took for y'all two selfish motherfuckers to say enough for me to see it. You know what I'm saying? It took for y'all. I swear, man, sitting over
No,
here
man.
listening to y'all, I'm
No,
like,
man.
damn,
No,
I
bro.
am an
No.
asshole.
It's just hear me out real quick. It's just crazy it's like Vincent Dan Perry when I lived in the 40s. Where women just stay at home barefoot and don't do
Now,
shit.
hold on,
But just come
motherfucker. Ain't
home.
nobody said all that.
Let me finish. Just go home and just stay in the kitchen and make big bowls of soup with an apron on and
you
push out
bullshit.
babies and then lay on the back and then just say, here, have at it,
You
sir.
putting words in our
You know
mouth.
what I'm saying?
Nope.
Because you keep saying, "What about me? What about me?" There's only one thing that a woman can do that a man can't do. That's have a baby.
Right.
Women can do.
it's a
That's
lot
one
of
thing.
shit.
That's one thing that a woman can do that a man can't do is have a baby.
No, that's
and
not-
having a baby is an emotional destruction to a woman's psyche in every aspect there is. It's a lot that goes into birthing the child or having an individual growing in your body. Men can never speak from that perspective.
No, we can't.
That's why men shouldn't be judges and decide what's best for a woman. Because we're not. And it works and it is vice versa.
Yeah.
A woman shouldn't decide what's best for a man. A man should decide what's best for a woman. Women decide what's best for women. Men decide what's best for men. I can never say for a woman, this is what women want. How can I say that if I'm not a woman?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, this is what white society look at me like. How do I know that if I'm not white? I can tell what I perceive. I can talk about from my experiences, as far as what I dealt with.
Yeah.
But I can never talk about what a woman should need or expect or should want.
Yeah.
That's not my fight to fight.
I get it.
That's why I say we need to understand what we're saying. Understand what me and Troy is trying to convey here is that, yes, you are perfectly correct when you say, Perry, there are two people in a relationship. It's not an individual. It's two individuals that encompass one relationship. Two individuals. Each one has different needs, but we have to respect each other's needs when we want to do something and don't want to do something. If my mate doesn't want to do something, then okay. And vice versa. If I don't want to do something, she has to understand I don't want to do something. So it shouldn't be woe is me. She ain't giving me no cootie cat. Well, hell, she's supposed to because she signed the dotted line. It doesn't work like that. We're human beings. We have emotions that we're attached to.
You
We were
sound
human
good.
beings before we got we were individuals before we got married. We're still individuals as one, even though we are married. So we have good days and bad days. Days we want to, those we don't want to. And we just have to respect that. And if we're a team, as we say that we are, we should be able to uplift the other individual when they're having a bad day.
Now, I'm
Give them
telling
something
Perry-
forward to get them something to look forward to if they're having a bad day. That's what a team does. A team doesn't say, "Well, what about me?"
Oh, well, it sounds like that's what the team is saying.
That's
From
what
what
I'm
y'all
telling you.
talking
This is
about.
what I want you to do. Go up there and put some of that brood on.
Brute by
Put that
Fabergé.
motherfucking brood on. Put you some Jordan ass jeans on.
No, not the
Bring
Jordan.
back the
Lord.
90s, goddammit. And put that sparkle back in her eye. I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised.
See, my thing is, it's
Put
not,
that police
it's-
uniform on
it's
again,
not,
man.
That might
You
be
gon-
it.
I'm telling
but
you.
it's not a personal thing. I'm talking about men.
Yeah, it's
all
nothing
in
personal.
general.
Yeah,
like,
I
I'm not,
get
you
it.
know
I'm
what
not
I'm
saying
saying?
personal.
I
I
just hear it so much, and
Right.
people have sent me
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
Like, man, talk about the wives not wanting to have sex and da da da.
But I would tell any brother that say that shit, this is where you start. Check yourself first. First thing I'm checking is, am I presenting the attractive package that she's accustomed to? Right?
Okay.
And that means simple shit like personal hygiene, right? It don't take, like me and Blue was just saying a second ago, $25, $30 to get you a nice haircut. You know what I mean? $15, $20 and go get you a couple squirts of Brute.
By Fabergé.
But the bottom line is, man, you could put yourself together and bring that picture that she used to seeing.
I
Because
got that.
as men, we get complacent. And
some men.
a lot of men get really complacent, and it ain't always so. And I'm gonna tell you, I talked to a dude that work out a lot. He one of the most complacent dudes I ever met. But let him tell it he is in shape, he lift all them weights, but that's the only thing that he does consistently. You know what I'm saying? But he expecting his wife to have a different reaction. So just because you physically in shape don't mean you ain't let yourself go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you still have let yourself go mentally in other areas.
Or emotionally.
Emotionally, right?
Yeah.
So I ain't always saying physically when I say let yourself go.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm saying is, if you expecting your wife to want to continue to have sex regularly, then as things change and evolve, you have to as well. And if you think you're gonna come back with that same old, one of my favorite movies in this whole world is The 5 Heartbeats. And one of the most famous lines in the movie, it tells my man when Duck telling his little brother, you got that same ass rap from 1965.
He also said he
Right?
cried for it.
And if you still got
Cried
that
for
same ass rap from 1965, then shame on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Tap into her real emotions. Tap into that part before you get to talk about what she ain't doing. What you ain't doing.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's true. And I'm not saying I want a fucking robot. This ain't like, I'm not speaking personally like Perry just said.
Right.
Everything I've said.
You niggas want
I've-
Stepford wives.
I've talked about this same shit. Me and my wife had these discussions. You know what I mean? And we both come to an agreement that I'm not asking you to be a robot or be barefoot and pregnant. Although being barefoot is sexy than a motherfucker.
Round, especially them toes, right?
To the bottom of their
them
feet
toes.
black than a motherfucker.
Woo. But anyway, so I'm not asking you to be a robot. All I'm saying is consider. I mean, I understand you got a lot of shit to deal with, but I do too. You know what I mean? Just meet me halfway. I think that's what a lot of men are saying. The ones that do, like you said, keep their shit together.
And a lot of men have to initiate everything, and that's all we saying. It's like, God damn, man, it's a relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You'll be surprised, man, if you just start a little bit of that fire, that motherfucker,
I'm sorry?
the fire will catch on.
Oh yeah.
See, here we go.
Buy some stuff.
Here we go.
Put a
Buy
smile
some
on
stuff.
their face.
Bring
Like
some money.
flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm telling you, I know a lot of cats that do all of the above,
Presents don't get old.
and that shit don't work.
Maybe it's the individual.
Yeah, I know. So
It's
that's
the
what I'm
individual.
saying. We should start holding some of these females, responsible for their fucking actions. The same way we hold the dudes responsible for their bullshit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Hold
I'm
them
a firm
responsible for their
believer
bullshit
in
too.
if you do your part first, start there.
Yeah.
Because most of us don't do that shit. The majority of us have no action, nothing different, but we expect X all the time. And we ain't doing shit different.
Nah, fuck that. We're a team, and in order to win, we got to play together. Bullshit. You want to get the championship? We got to do this shit together.
All right, well.
I don't want no excuses. And that's never mind. I ain't gonna say it. All right, man. Y'all boys crazy as hell. Yo. So we enjoyed y'all today, man. And per the outro, as we always do it, Brother Vince. Well, Troy, you went. Brother Vince, did you hit your summary?
I already hit mine.
That's it?
Teamwork
Yeah,
makes
it.
the fucking dream work.
All right. Brother Combs, you got anything else to add?
Hey, one team, one fight.
Yes, sir. All right, man. We thank y'all for tuning in to the Hus-Band Show podcast, where husbands band together to navigate this thing we call marriage through love, life, and laughs. I am Perry.
And I'm your man, Trouble T. Roy.
And I'm Vince.
And I'm John, hailing in from V8.
Yeah.
Yeah, peace.
Peace.